Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. For this Ramadan, we wanted to focus on the first page of Surah Al-Mu'minun in the Mus'haf. And we wanted to focus in specific on a general understanding of the surah, but key in detail some of the meanings that we encounter in that first page of Surah Al-Mu'minun. Surah Al-Mu'minun is considered to be the surah of Iman by some, and that's the axial meaning or the central meaning, the foundational meaning of the surah. The scholars overall, there's no disagreement amongst them that this surah is classified as Mekki. And so with that classification, it's laying down the foundations of Iman. Some of the ulama of tafsir, they say that this surah comes to address the issues of usul ad-din, or the foundations of belief, specifically dealing with tawheed, prophethood, and the resurrection of the human being. Those are some of the core ideas. What we find in the surah itself is that it was revealed after Tur and before Tabarik, or Surah Al-Mulk. It talks about the qualities or the characteristics of the believers. And not only that, it talks about the human being, and some have pointed to this surah being focused on defining who the human being is and the different qualities that the believing human being has and what comes in the life to come. There's a hadith that's related with regard to the virtue of this surah by Al-Bayhaqi and others, from Anas, who related on the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam an al-Nabi أنه قال لما خلق الله الجنة قال تكلمي فقالت قد أفلح المؤمنون. So in this hadith, which is attributed to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam and is utilized to talk about the importance of Surah Al-Mu'minun, the hadith is stating that when Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala created Jannah, He commanded Jannah to speak. And so as a response to the command to speak, or the directive to speak, Jannah said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. And that is that the believers have indeed gained success, or more detailed, that the believers indeed are in a position of goodness, have entered into goodness, have gone into a state in which goodness comes to no end. When we look back to the point that we were mentioning, as a wrap up, the issue of the surah speaking about the human being, some have said, يعني غرض هذه السورة خلق الإنسان, or غرض من خلق الإنسان يعني مبينة في هذه السورة. That's more correct. That the aim of the creation of the human being is clarified in this surah. And that is the origin of the human being coming from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, that the human being has a purposeful life, that there's characteristics that guarantee goodness and success in this world and in the hereafter, and that this life is a temporary state, and what comes thereafter, it is a state of permanence. And with that, we end. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.